over there. She is ordering more caipirinhas. Caipirinhas. We're live. Oh, there she goes. Literally bragging about how fast the internet was, doing a speed test. Hey, Fernando. Meet my friend Marie. So I was just bragging about how fast the internet was, and then it cut out. But when I did a speed test before, it was 80 megabyte download and 40 megabyte upload. However, in the pool, it's a bit a bit significantly slow. But I was unable to upload a video this week because we were on the Nomad Cruise, which is a cruise ship. Well, we went on a regular cruise ship from Barcelona to Brazil. It took about 2 weeks, and they were 100 or just like really didn't have good enough internet to do video on the cruise. So
transitions. We were prepared for that, though. We understood that was a possibility. We knew that might happen on a transatlantic cruise.
Yeah, it's a bit ironic to be a digital nomad on a cruise ship with really bad internet, but the point of the cruise was to do skill sharing and meet other people in the community and have fun.
But I did enjoy the digital detox. I did enjoy not being addicted to my phone screen the whole time and all the nonsense. I really got an idea of all the nonsense that I look at on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And this was just focused the whole time, so it was digital.
Yeah, I think that your environment dictates you do in a lot of ways. So not having your phone on 24/7 and having so many other things to do was kind of a reminder of what life was like before we were connected constantly. But of course, as soon as we got on land, everybody connected back to the internet and was like staring at their phones again. So we'll have to see how that goes.
But we still have the same kind of better relationships. They're more meaningful, they're more powerful, I think, when we're not distracted by things in front of us.
Yeah.
So we got to make the connections on the cruise were very good.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the cruise because so it's called the Nomad. There aren't just digital nomads on the cruise. Like really anyone can go on the cruise. It started with like 100 people. This was the 7th one, so now it's up to 500 people. So it started with 100 people, now they're at 500 people, and they do it twice a year. And there's a few guiding principles of the cruise that really we all felt like we were living in some kind of utopia, like some type of bubble, but in a good way, because it was basically, they call it like a social experiment. What happens when you take 500 people, put them on a boat together for 2 weeks without Wi-Fi.
Force them to actually connect. And the results are incredible. The results are amazing.
Yeah, basically everyone who goes on one cruise wants to go on another one and another one and another one. And it's kind of an unprecedented experience because I haven't been to Burning Man, for example. Have you been?
No.
But what people were comparing it to is Burning Man because of these like principles of basically radical individuality.
Yeah.
Individuality, openness, kindness, sharing, generosity, participation,
Respect,
consent. Consent.
It was a big one.
And there go our cheeseburgers.
Thank you.
Hi. Okay, yeah, we've got we ordered all the food. We have multiple caipirinhas coming. We have cheeseburgers, French fries. We're starving.
It's disembarkment day, and I feel fantastic considering that we had to be up and off the boat at 7 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
I think we're doing very well for ourselves, and we'll probably have a meetup later with the rest of the crew. I can't wait to see them again.
Yeah, we landed in a town called Recife here in Brazil, and we went through, we've counted 10 steps.
10 steps.
10 phases. 10 things on our to-do list today. Number 10 was get in the pool, drink Caipirinhas, and eat. So we've made it to the 10th phase of the day.
The first one was just waking up.
Yeah, waking up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, and getting out of our rooms by the time.
And we've traveled a few hours from where the ship docked this morning, and there's about 100 or so people here, probably.
I think there's more than
More.
that.
There's at least probably 200 people. So out of 500 people on the boat, a few hundred, maybe half of us or more, have traveled now to a few hours south of this town of Recife in Brazil called Porto de Galinhas. And basically people are going to live. We've taken over the whole town, and we're just living here, working here.
The nomads are strong.
Yeah, it's basically a digital nomad invasion. And so do you want to go? We'll wait till the other one's ready. Yeah. We'll wait until both of our beverages are ready.
Caipirinhas. Con quesosha.
Let's talk about what we did on the boat.
Yeah.
So each day, you're like, what do you do on a cruise ship with no internet, but with 500 people? And it's not
12 days.
And it's not necessarily a booze cruise. And I didn't even drink. I maybe had a glass of wine every other day or something because I didn't want to get sick. But it's what do you do from 10 a.m. until 5 a.m.?
Well, there were so many amazing speakers, workshops, meetups. There was always something to do. So this is the idea of FOMO, this idea of fear of missing out on what's going on with the rest of the community once you have a sense of community with these people. So there was always something to do. And that was really good. That was amazing.
So there were 82 speakers out of 500 people. So there were always at least between 1 and 5 things that you can attend at any given moment. So it could be a talk, it could be a workshop, it could be an informal meetup, it could be going to the gym or doing yoga or acro yoga or meditation or all sorts of things.
It's the biggest skill share, so anybody can sign up to meet up and talk about anything at any given point in time. And I think having this sense of community where we know there's kind of a no BS rule. We know people are very open to communication, to learning from one another. And it's the strongest thing, I think, about this sense of community. Because if you're anywhere else in the world, maybe you have some hesitation before you go up and talk to somebody or ask them a question or want to learn from them. And immediately, as soon as we get on the boat, that's cut off. Everybody there is there for the same reason. And when you see the wristbands, you can go and have a mature, productive conversation with anybody.
So it would be think about in your daily life, you might get up, go to work, or commute there. I think our drinks, our drinks are on the way. I better keep drinking my other one. You don't have that many opportunities to interact with new people on a day-to-day basis. So in this case, you have 2 weeks to pretty much talk to whoever you want. And the person that you go up and talk to is not going to think that you're weird. Obrigado. 203. Cheers, Marie. So basically you have 2 weeks to learn a lot of stuff about business, about life skills. There were all kinds of things from how to do a TEDx talk and public speaking to how to create a laughing workshop, an ecstatic dance workshop, how to create a financial plan for your startup.
How to pitch to investors.
I went to
that one.
How to write a professional bio.
Professional house sitting.
Yeah, house sitting.
Professional house sitting.
There were workshops. There was entrepreneur hot seats. There were 30-second pitches. I did a workshop on how to sustain and thrive in the digital nomad lifestyle.
How to edit video, how to edit photo, how to edit podcasts, anything you could possibly want to do digitalized.
How to basically be a badass in life. How to learn anything you want to know.
How to totally crush it.
How to crush it in life. And basically that's the summary of it. So what is the outcome of this. The outcome is hundreds of interactions with people,
Thousands of interactions with hundreds of people.
amazing conversations, inspiration. Like, I filled up 2 notebooks of ideas and journals. Like, I think I drafted 10 blog articles just based on like a sentence that I heard or an idea that I had. And also having fun, doing some like on-land excursions as well, like scuba diving and hiking and things like that. But in general, it was just basically a safe environment to be yourself, to share with others, to learn, to meet new people and like-minded people, and to kind of start the beginning of a global community where you can see each other once or twice a year or more than that. You can decide to travel with people. You can decide to meet them at other places around the world. And I really can't think of anything comparable that I've ever done in my life. Can you?
No, absolutely not. No, nothing compares to this. Nothing compares to any of this idea, this mindset, the lack of drama, the lack of it's just straight focus. I think there were a lot of like emotional barriers that I think were broken this time. I think people really put themselves out there in a way that they maybe wouldn't in normal life.
Yeah.
Or in their 9-to-5 jobs or in their families. They were free to feel themselves this time. Or on any of the cruises.
Yeah.
So you were on the last cruise, and we met on the last cruise.
Yeah.
Did you feel different about this one, or was this as exciting for you?
It was as exciting, but I felt like I paced myself a lot more. Like, I slept more, and I didn't have as much FOMO as I did last time because, low power mode. But I think it was still like very inspiring and very engaging, and something that I'll definitely do again and again throughout my life. So, and Marie lives in New York, and we've met now in the Mediterranean, in Las Vegas, and now
This is our 3rd time
on the Atlantic
actually meeting
Ocean.
up.
Yeah. And you just meet friends for life. And like in any normal conference, they throw in a few networking events and that's it. But this is like living with other people on a floating city. And that's the image. That's like the goal, is to have a boat with like thousands of people on it who are doing this. So if you guys want to learn about it, I'll post some links below. And I'll also link to some other videos that I've made about the Nomad Cruise from a few months ago. And keep an eye out for more coming your way soon, as soon as I edit them. You have anything else to add?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, a lot, but first we need to eat
We have
cheeseburgers.
to eat. I just want to say that I think coming from the 9-to-5 mindset and then going on the first Nomad Cruise, which was the Mediterranean, which was Nomad Cruise 6 months ago, I think coming back to the Nomad Cruise again was like the 6 months difference between the 2 cruises was a really good milestone or place, like it was a goal to come back on this cruise and have an idea of this sense of community and to get focused long term again.
Yeah.
When I'm not completely nomadic yet, and I'm still trying to work out all the details of that. So I think it was really an important milestone to come back after 6 months and be a part of this community and be a part of this skills share mindset.
And to see what people are doing. Like, what are people doing to make the healers, like all sorts of people, like run the gamut. I can't have this type of event with people, and just something to get out of the day-to-day grind, then I highly recommend it. And maybe we'll see you guys next time in the Atlantic Ocean, the Mediterranean, or here in beautiful Brazil. So ciao for now.